Well, I got some potentially good news about GoldDigger the cat. First off, I thought she was a goner. And last night, well, let's see what happens. I just got back because I was gone for 8 hours. And I'm thinking, oh God, she's dead. And so I get her out from underneath the bed. And I had an ice cube, rubbed it around her mouth. I found out she kind of seems to like that. And I put the ice cube in the water with some Kaleido silver water. Her face was right above it, and I was using my thumbs on both sides of her head and rubbing it into her gums a little bit, lightly, and she was lapping it up. And I noticed her tongue went out. So that's the first time I saw that. Then she started drinking the water, a little bit at a time. I had to coax her, I had to talk her into it. And I was kept on putting my thumbs near her, just putting a little bit of water, a couple drops on her cheeks, you know, the gums. Then she started lapping up the water. And then she got off the bed, and I was like, where the hell is she going? She went, and because I always keep all these extra water things around here. As a matter of fact, he's here. Here's a big one right here next to the little one. She went in the other bathroom, and there's a water dish on the floor. She knew right where it is, and she's drinking from it now. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I thought she was a goner. You know, I was going to talk about getting her hydrated for tomorrow, but what I was doing, let me say this. Okay, this is Onyx, okay, I'm not showing GoldDigger here. Well, I'll show you in a second, but well, see where she's at. But I was rubbing on her. I started figuring out she's had this issue with the tumor on her tongue since day one. She got here October 4th, 2017. I looked at a video I did on October 11th, a week later. That's when I was really originally going to call her Missy. And she was so fussy with the food, she would eat only the gravy. The perfectly chicken, she'd eat the gravy. And I know all the cats kind of like the gravy first, but they eat the rest of it. But not her. She wanted another pack, another pack. And it's because her tongue was bothering her. I never knew this. And I said, boy, what a picky. She's like really picky. It's like, you know, I'm really taking care of her. And then, when I took her to the vet, they noticed the skin issue, which I saw too. They gave her that Convenia shot, which is a very strong, broad-based antibiotic that lasts for 2 weeks. Didn't do anything. That's when I started researching about the carbon C60 and what it does for animals and everything with carbon C60, fullerenes, and olive oil. And she started getting that in, I think, mid-December. And when I saw the results on her and also Boots the cat, who also was hurt, I started taking them myself. Me myself, I haven't really noticed much with that carbon C60. Honestly, I've said that. The colostrum, yeah. So, now, I put some of that carbon C60 on there was a lump with some of the fur was bald, and there was like all these like black dots, which is probably from something with the skin. But there was a tumor there. There was a bump, like between the base, her body, the tail, base of the body, and the tail. And it was Goldie. So I don't know where the hell she's at right now. She left. She probably wanted. She's in the bathroom. She's wandering around. She perked up. She got that water. She perked up, which means I can probably give her the gravy. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I thought she was a goner. And I was thinking I was going to call tomorrow about getting her hydrated with IV or something, or subcutaneous. But we'll leave this little girl alone. These guys are freaking yo-yos, man. Hold on a second. Just tuna fish broth water there, so. You gonna eat that? She was licking it. First time. First time. And you notice, not this side. You see this side? There's some fur coming back in there already. You! Here. My friend. Come here. Here, meow. I get some more chicken. Huh? You confused? Well, anyway, there was a spot back there on a bump on her tail. I used to put, it was like screwed up. There was like some of the fur was missing, which you didn't notice it too much till you look close. And there was a bump. And there was like all these little black dots, which could have been scabs or something. That was a tumor. I didn't realize that till now. I put the carbon C60 on there and that went away. She's taking a little lick of this stuff. See that? You took a lick of it, didn't you? Anyway, now I realize what was keeping her alive. I was putting the carbon C60 in a food, and like maybe 10 or 15 drops in the morning and in the evening. And I was doing it religiously for months. Then after a while, maybe I stopped doing it as much, but I was pretty much doing it every day until the colostrum worked. And after a week after the colostrum worked, I stopped it. And I said, this carbon C60 ain't doing nothing. But it reduces tumors. This actually is starting to come back in. I don't know if you can notice on the camera, but this is starting to come back in. You yo-yo, you didn't ever stuck your tongue out yesterday. And I started putting the carbon C60 all around her mouth. She liked that with the olive oil. And I was thinking, hey, that's calories. That's calories. Right? So we're going to keep working on her. I don't want to make this video too long. But I don't know if she's going to make it or not. But this is far more than I hoped for. This is better than yesterday. This is far better than I hoped for. I'm going to give you that skin test here. And it snaps back. So, your skin snaps back. That don't mean you're severely... She's walking around and shit. So, I don't know. I mean, she's not that freaking doing that great, but there seems to be an improvement. This is freaking blowing my mind. I was thinking, I put the CBD oil in her mouth, was rubbing it. She don't like the taste of that stuff too much. I did the coconut oil. She likes the taste of that. And I did the carbon C60 olive oil. She likes the taste of that. That felt good. She liked the ice water. And I was working on this last night a whole bunch. I was doing it up to 4:30 in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock, 11:30. Then I was gone for 8 hours, and she was under the bed. And I was thinking, oh, God, she's dead. No, she's not. And she didn't want to come out. And I started getting her with the ice water in front of the mouth. And I was doing like this with the thumbs on both sides. And you notice she perked up a lot. I don't know. I get a feeling the carbon C60 was saving her butt this whole time. I think she was abandoned by some people because she had cancer. If you look back on my video from October 11th, that's when I named her. There's a video that says she's more work than 5 male cats. Miss Golddigger's figures more work. And I'm thinking, she's just like this. It's because of the cancer in her tongue, which I never knew this till the other day. Right, Poopy? As a matter of fact, you look a little bit better all around. Her fur is a little darker too because of I put the carbon C60 olive oil on there and everything. I was hoping it gets absorbed through the skin. And the CBD oil, the hemp oil, the coconut oil, the whole 9 yards. See that? She wasn't doing that yesterday. So we're going to try to clean her up with coconut oil, which is a good cleaner and good for your skin. Ooh, hi. That's a good sign. Yeah. All right. So, I don't know. I got to just keep working on her. So, you're my baby, huh? Goldilocks. You know what? You're making Daddy real happy because I think... Well, I don't want to get my hopes up, but this is definitely seems to be on the upswing. But you got to watch when sometimes somebody's going on the upswing, they can go down on the downswing real bad all of a sudden, So we shall see. But I think I know what was saving her. Like I said, the carbon C60, that's why I don't buy into this stuff that easy. I just saw it work on her with her fur. But the fur issue, the skin issue, was from the cancer. She's had cancer all this time. And the tumor, that bump on her tail, or the base of her tail, that was a tumor. I thought she was like, she's small. I thought she was like under 1 year old. She never got any bigger. She could be an older cat. I don't know how old she is. I have no idea. And then I'm thinking, I'm putting this 8 to 15 drops of carbon C60 in her food almost all the time, and she's licking it up and it's getting directly on that tongue where the tumor is. That just dawned on me yesterday, at Saturday. So I says, I'll keep up with the CBD oil and the hemp oil and the coconut oil. get out that carbon C60. I was putting some on her back, but she likes the taste of it. I'm thinking she needs 200 calories a day for her body weight. And I know you're not supposed to give cats too much olive oil. They can take some. It's not bad for them. But a tablespoon of olive oil is 125 calories. I mean, I'm talking about emergency calories here, so let's not get fussy about, maybe she can't digest all that. But I'm figuring every drop of olive oil I got in her, some kind of calories. But she definitely perked up a lot. And I'm going to try to clean up her body with the coconut oil with a wash. The coconut oil is some of this darkness is from the carbon C60. But you can notice, yeah, that's this the side, yeah. This was the good side right here. This is the side that was all messed up. See the fur? See it coming in? What are you doing? She's looking for water. You can drink now, huh? Here, come here. Come here. You drink this. Yeah, hold on a second. She's drinking water on her own. That wasn't like that yesterday. I don't know, something reduced the swelling. I don't know what it was. It could be the Rife, it could be the oils, I don't know. Something reduced the swelling on her tongue. And I can get her to live, she's been living off of gravy forever anyway, so that's all she's been living off of. Let me fill up this other little soap dish thing here. Alright, she's getting water. See that? She's getting water. She might turn the corner then. I gotta keep after her though. This cat I'm gonna have to really watch very, very carefully. And now I know what the hell the problem is all along. I don't know, we're not out of the woods, but she wasn't even drinking like this Friday. She's like actually sticking her tongue out. She's doing something. You're thirsty, huh? Well, I guess you can get water easier by standing up like that, see? Versus bending her head down, because it's got to go down from here to there. So it's easier for her. So I'll leave her like this. I'll be posting this right now for how long it takes me. You know what? If she turns around, like I said, I'm going to try to clean her up with the coconut oil and a bunch of paper towels, like to get her like a foot where it's all dirty like that from, I don't know, the blood or something, whatever was oozing out of her. I don't know what the hell that came from. And I used to always wonder why the hell she didn't groom herself that much compared to the other cats. I was thinking, boy, you're kind of a sloppy cat. And because of the tongue. Now we know we also know how we can fix this too. Between the carbon C60 olive oil and the real good quality CBD oil, I think we can. And also, I don't know if the Rife machine works or what the hell's working, but something's working, or maybe all three are working. I read on Facebook where this girl had a cat that had advanced cancer, and even the eye was bulging out. They said, put it to sleep, put it to sleep. And she only used CBD oil. Now, CBD oil is a name. There's different kinds. There's CBD, there's all different varieties of strengths and everything. I got some really good stuff from a hemp store. You don't want to buy this stuff on Amazon. I don't think they even sell a CBD oil. So, anyway, she's licking it up. Wherever there's water, huh? There you go. She's getting it. She's getting it. Thirsty as hell, ain't you? See that tail moving around a little bit? See that tail? You're thirsty as all hell, aren't you? Ain't you? Bet you that feels pretty good, huh? Anyway, I'll stop the camera now here. You're doing pretty good, boo-boo. Anyway, like I said, she wasn't even doing this Friday. I don't think the Rife machine did a damn thing, to tell you the truth. I think it was the oils. I think it was the Carbon C60 in the olive oil. And that was the good and cheap brand. It wasn't even like the stuff that's 10 times more. So, what I might do is, obviously she doesn't dislike the taste of the olive oil. What I might do is get some of that Purple Power avocado stuff. I think the cats like that better. You know, if she comes out of this really good. And make sure she gets a shitload of it every morning. Because, well, not a shitload, but you know, like more than the 10 to 15 drops I was giving her. See that? Thirsty little kitty, aren't you? The other thing is, I got to watch these other guys. Like Rocky tries to get around, and Putin gets curious, and she gets pissed off, and then she doesn't eat, and you know. But let me say this to whoever's watching this: I'm very surprised by this myself. You, what the hell? Don't drink that. Drink here. Yummy. What is this? Water? Yeah. Fresh water, huh? Fresh water, huh? I started hearing purring too. You happier now, aren't you? See that tail? Started hearing purring. Make sure I put fresh water over there too, everywhere. Go ahead, baby. Well, I don't want to bore you guys, but I don't know. This is definitely an upswing, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to be keeping after her. I got to get some gravy food in her with the vitamins. And if I can get some kind of, I mean, somebody said gravy's no good, you know, not enough, but she's been pretty much eating gravy since day one, man. This girl is like a fuss pot. So, right? You had water on a dish on the bed, then you went in the other bathroom, you had water over there, and you've been drinking water here, so you're getting some. You definitely, you're getting, her tongue is working a lot better. Yeah. She couldn't do this even Friday, not even yesterday, forget it. I was trying to use a syringe. But, you know, every time I used that syringe, at least a little bit was getting in there. You know, my idea is I'm hoping what I'm doing is correct, but I got to get her over the hump. But, man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to sound like I know what everything that's going to happen here. But I'm not a quitter. I'm not going to quit on her either. Huh? Start sliding off of here, huh? So, we shall see. Good sign, baby. Good sign. You might be 15 years old for all I know, but it's all right. We'll make it 30. Hopefully. Right? You happy, huh? Happy now, huh? I'm going to try to, like I said, I'm going to try to clean her up with coconut oil, because instead of using any kind of, the coconut oil is like a really thorough cleaner. If you ever use it on leather or something like that, it'll clean up better than anything, and it's good for her skin. And it's an antimicrobial. And if she licks it off, it tastes good for her too. So, right? I want to keep going this shit, but there is definite progress that I didn't think was going to be there. Definitely. You're staying hydrated, and we're getting you gravy. Whatever we're going to do. Okay, I cranked up the Spooky2 Rife machine of plasma again. And she's right by it. I mean, you really should be right next to her. And I put oils back there. That's her. The fur is matted down, you can see. And that's the side that's all messed up. It's like better. So, and I cleaned her up as much as I could with the coconut oil and stuff. I'm going to put some fresh water in that tray because she was kind of drooling in there. But she wasn't getting a lot of water for each gulp, But I was holding up this tray probably 20-30 minutes, even after I was filming, up to her face, and she was gulping down water. So we'll see. I'll try to get some more chicken broth stuff and whatever, put some vitamins in it stuff. She might be okay. And I bathed her basically in carbon C60. I used a comb, brush her fur out. Then after I did the carbon C60 and olive oil, I did the coconut oil. Followed up with that, and then I wiped her down with that, and I wiped it off with kept putting new paper towels. Who the hell knows? I don't know. This is far more than I ever expected today would be. Far more. And she was purring a lot. So I'm gonna fill up this tray of water here, and you see like she dripped stuff in there. But I got a lot of the dirt off of her, which was like from the scabbing. These guys, leave her alone, little oops. So I don't know. She might. This is definitely way better than even Thursday. So, and you know, I remember when I used this, I don't even know what the hell worked. I was saying the Rife didn't work, but I don't know. I used to think the ParaZapper wasn't working that good, and I found out that thing works like crazy. But I don't know how to hook her up to a ParaZapper. But in this case, you know, see, you could hook up a cat to a ParaZapper somehow. I guess you could somehow, but to get at the tongue, you need a Rife machine, a plasma. But it might have been mainly the oils, but I don't know. So you think where I screwed up is I thought the colostrum was doing all the good and the carbon C60 wasn't doing too much. I'm suspecting that it's a combination. So we're gonna have to keep up a combination all the time. She might be an older cat, but she's gonna be restored to brand new, hopefully. If she's still going good and everything's going on the upswing, I'll take her back to that same vet because I want to see. They took a picture of her tongue, and I don't know how to get in there and do that. That's one thing that vet, you know, I didn't like the radiation stuff they're talking about and the death sentence. And I don't know if she's out of the woods, but it sure definitely seems like light years different even from yesterday. But like I said, when I picked up on the carbon C60 and olive oil, what I was doing before, that was getting on her tongue. And she had that problem with the tumor from day one. You look back at my October 11th video, I was saying she's more work than 5 male cats. Well, that's not because she's a female, it's because she had because Feather's not any work. Feather's easy to get along with. She's a sweetie. It's because she had that tumor on her tongue, and I didn't know that. I didn't know that until Thursday, just a couple days ago. So, like I said, I think somebody abandoned her because she had cancer. And what I was doing, I thought she was a kitten. I was just wanting her to live a long time. I was just doing stuff, say, hey, we'll extend your life, hopefully, and give you add life vitamins and all this special oils and food and stuff. And I know, I'll give you treats too, but whatever. You like those damn things. But I don't think they're that bad. But she gets a mixture of everything. We'll see. We'll see. And again, that spot back there, this is the side. You can see this fur in there. That's all matted down from the oils, and it's still like fur. You know, I don't know if that's. I can't. Well, I remember with carbon C60 when Boots the cat got clobbered. I says, holy smokes, you know, I thought he was dead. And I was putting that stuff on his wounds and stuff. And I'm saying a few weeks later, holy smokes, light gray fur. You know, he went someplace and he came back and I was like, whoa, what the hell? It was beyond, and that's when I started taking it myself. But honestly, I really couldn't tell the difference in the carbon C60. The only thing I noticed was the eyesight got better. I'm down at, my reading glasses are 1.25. I was using like 1.75s or 2s before. Now I'm using 1.25. I don't really need them that much, but they just help me to read faster. If you go to 1, that means no power. I mean, it's like there's no glasses there. There's no additional power. So And that was a common theme I heard from a lot of people, but otherwise, I really couldn't tell the difference. The energy levels on me boosted a lot because of colostrum, but I'm going to keep up with everything on her. You see down there on her chin, the other side was the side that's really roundy and stuff, but this side is like still dark from like the oils and stuff, but I cleaned her up a lot all on the bottom. The coconut oil is like a disinfectant. It's a really, really good cleaner, but I bathed her basically with carbon C60 first and olive oil. So, and I'll put some, I'll do stuff later on. I can't do too much at once. So she was staying there, letting me rub her down and clean her up, because she knew I helped her. She was trusting me a lot. She says, maybe this guy knows what the hell he's doing. You know, I'm like, basically to her, I'm like a big furless Sasquatch. You know, like who the hell is this big giant Sasquatch? He's helping me out. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's making me go here, making me go there. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do it. And then suddenly I'm getting better. Basically, that's like you got captured by a Sasquatch that's helping you, right? That's what happened. A big furless Sasquatch to you. But this guy's helping me out, so I don't care. Anyway. We'll see, man. This is blowing me away. I don't want to get my hopes up too much, because the human body is, or cat body, whatever, is like, she still hasn't eaten enough. But the fact that she was doing the water like that, she can get gravy down with some nutrition and stuff. You know. So, I went off very long on this video, so I'm going to go down to the store and get some stuff for her and stuff, more people food and stuff. She might, like I said, I think the thing that's been keeping her alive all this time, me putting that carbon C60 in her food, just thinking, oh, I'll make my, I thought she was not even one, I think she's like 1 year old. That was getting on her tongue. And that was keeping that tumor from, it didn't make it go away, but it kept it from growing really fast. And as soon as I stopped that stuff, so and I figured that out yesterday. I started rubbing the carbon C60 on her gums. I got some on her tongue. I went over it about a whole bunch of times in this morning, last night. I just figured this out yesterday, late afternoon. And I ain't sure what the hell. It could be the Rife machine at work, because this thing don't work right away. Even if it knocks out the cancer cells, you got all that damage. You don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's working. But something's working. It looks like you got a shot, baby. Alright? I gotta refill this water here.